Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am now currently 36 weeks and 2 days. If this is your first time ever clicking on my videos, my name is Megan. I am a mother to a 16-month-old little boy, and I am currently pregnant with my daughter. I am going to be filming a quick pregnancy Q&A. Some of these questions I got from Instagram and some of these questions I got from YouTube. There's a lot of questions and I know I'm not going to answer all of them today. So let's go ahead and get this started. This one is from Instagram. It says, "Our baby was born last week. When will my wife begin to feel and act normal again?" It honestly depends. If this is like your first child, obviously I'm guessing that it is since you are asking this question. Depends on if she is showing signs for postpartum depression. That can be anywhere from her just being very, very depressed, not wanting to do anything, not wanting to do anything with baby, not wanting either to connect with baby, or it's hard for her to connect with the baby. It honestly depends. I am not a doctor, so I would definitely get a hold of her OB or have her get a hold of the OB, because she would need to be screened for that at that point. I think at my son's first doctor's appointment, like the one a couple days after the baby's born, I think they screened me then, and then I do know they asked me some questions as I was getting ready to leave the hospital as well. But that one could be, I mean, it could take quite a while before she is feeling normal again, because she's been so used to being, you know, pregnant for, you know, almost 10 months or however long she was pregnant for. This one as well is from Instagram. It says, "When is the best time to get an epidural while in labor?" I personally got mine when I was having my son. I put off for as long as I possibly could, because I have heard, like, if you get it too early, then during the labor or during birth that it wears off. Well, I had some doctors tell me that that was true. Some doctors told me that it was not true. I had one where you could like push a button and get more of it, but I also waited until the 3rd day that I was in labor, and then they gave it to me, and an hour after that my son's heart rate dropped down to 51 and I lost all feeling from here down, so they had to do an emergency C-section. So I would say whenever you feel is right, whenever you can't handle the pain anymore. I wouldn't get it as soon as I go in, but like with me, I have to have a C-section now, so I will not be getting an epidural. I will be getting a spinal block. So that one's kind of hard for me to really answer. It all depends on the person, I guess, is how I feel about it. I am 2 months pregnant now. When will my baby move? I started feeling Lincoln at probably 20-ish, towards the end of like the 20th weeks. And then with this baby, I started feeling her move at, I want to say I was like 14 or 15 weeks. It was early, way earlier than the first, because I knew what to expect and I knew more of what it felt like. Now, you're not going to get like an elbow jab or anything like that, or them hitting your ribs or anything, but you're going to feel flutters and like butterflies in your belly. That is baby moving. Now, sometimes it is hard to determine between that and gas, but most of the time it's baby moving. Have you had any embarrassing or TMI symptoms like lots of gas / farting during your pregnancy? No. No, I don't think. Now there is like periods of time where I will have like lots of gas, or it just like depends on what you eat. But like embarrassing, really, no. Like the most embarrassing, I guess you could call thing, it wasn't really embarrassing for me because it happened like when I was with my husband, but my shirt was like soaked from leaking. But other than that, no. Is your belly squishy or firm? My belly is firmer. Like during the beginning of my pregnancy, it was a little squishier, but now it's more firmer because my skin is so stretched. But, yeah. Does it hurt to push on your belly? No. Does your baby move if you push on your stomach? Sometimes, yes. It depends on how asleep she is, I guess. Is my belly smooth? Yes. If you pat on your belly, does it sound like a drum? No. Sounds like skin. Do strangers ask to rub my belly? I don't think I've ever had a stranger ask to rub my belly. Like family, they will just automatically do it, but it doesn't bother me. Like some people it does bother, but it doesn't really bother me. Does your baby ever stick out their arms or legs? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. She moves so much, and sometimes it's like really hard to determine if it's like an elbow or a knee, but you will feel like, I'm like 99% sure she's head down by now, because I feel most of my kicks up towards the top part of my belly, but you will feel her like move across my stomach, and you can actually see it. Like if you're looking at my stomach and she does it, you can see her elbow or knee or whatever it is that's moving across the inside of my stomach. You can see it go across my stomach. And she also kicks sometimes so hard that it literally like almost drops me to my knees. Like last night, my son got up at 2:30 in the morning, and I took him out in the living room. Once I finally got him to lay back down, it took me probably an hour and a half to fall asleep because she kept kicking, like my pelvic bone is what it felt like, or hitting it or whatever, and it hurt really, really bad. Like it almost felt like she was kicking a nerve. It hurt so bad. Does your belly sit on your lap? No. Can you suck in and push out your belly? To a certain extent. I mean, there is like a full-grown newborn in my stomach, so you can only suck in so far. If I put something cold on your belly, does your baby move? No. Can you use your belly like a table? Not with this pregnancy, no, but with my son I probably could have. Like I am so much smaller this time around than with my son. My son, I was huge. Is your belly skin bouncy? No, because it's so stretched. If you push your belly side to side, does it move? Kind of. Does your belly look bigger from the side or front? From the side. From the front, you can barely tell that I'm even pregnant sometimes. It just depends on what I'm wearing, I guess. Does it hurt to poke your belly button? With me, yes, and that is whether I am pregnant or not, because I had an ectopic pregnancy, and how do I really say this? Like it almost feels like there's a nerve like exposed when somebody like sticks their finger in my belly button. Like it hurts, and it's like a really weird feeling, and I don't like it. So that would be whether I was pregnant or not. Now when I'm pregnant and I'm this far along, it doesn't bother me as bad, and I don't know if it's because my belly's so far stretched or what it is, but when I am not pregnant, it bothers me way more. Does your baby move if you talk to her? Yeah, she does. Does your baby ever make your belly lopsided? Yes, yes, all the time, all the time. I was actually just having my husband feel, because you could like feel, I couldn't tell, like even right now, you can't really tell what that is right there. I think it's her butt, but something is like really, really hard on my right side, and it's like pushed out, and you'll like see the lump from her butt, I'm guessing is what it is, or her side or something. There's something there, that's for sure. What is the most reliable method to determine a baby's sex? Wow, this is not a question for me. The most reliable method, I would say, is having the baby. I did the sneak peek testing, and they told us that we were having a boy, which I really believe, because I have a boy already, and my son, or my husband, has a son from his past marriage already. So I thought, you know, maybe he can only have boys. So I thought I was destined to be a boy mom my whole life. And at my at 20 weeks, I had a gallbladder like problem. I had a lot of sludge in my gallbladder once I went to the hospital and found out that I was having a girl through an ultrasound, because I was talking to the ultrasound tech about how we were having a little boy and blah blah blah, and she's like, honey, that is not no boy. So I went and paid for another ultrasound at my OB's office, and it's a girl. So at 20 weeks, almost 21 weeks, we found out that we were in fact having a girl and not a boy. Is there any reason I have to be in the delivery room while my wife is in labor? Probably to see your child born. I mean, unless you just don't care. And I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that, because there is people that are like real sensitive to things like that, but you can also stay back behind and not have to watch what's all going on down there. But yeah, I would definitely want to be involved in my child being born, whether I was the guy or the girl. Do I have to have a baby shower? No, you do not. You do not have to have one. If you don't want to have one, just tell, like if somebody goes to throw you a baby shower, just tell them not to, and give them, you know, whatever reason you may have. My childbirth instructor says it's not pain I'll feel during labor, but pressure. Is she right? Actual labor, I really can't give you that answer, because I had a C-section. Now, C-section, that is correct. You don't feel, at least for me, I didn't. I felt what at the time I thought was pain, but it was just it wasn't really that I thought it was pain. It was just an awkward, really weird feeling. Like, you can literally feel them with their hands inside of you. Like, it's really weird feeling, and it's something that I've never experienced before. So it was like an awkward, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just a really weird feeling that you feel. But no, with a C-section, it is pressure more than likely than it is pain, because you're numb. I was numb from here down. Like, I couldn't move anything. It was a very weird feeling. It was very scary. And I'm glad that I woke up, because I potentially could have lost my son. I take a multivitamin daily. Do I need extra amounts of folic acid while pregnant? It depends on how much folic acid is in your multivitamin, and actually you really want to look for folate, not folic acid. More natural prenatals have more folate in them than folic acid, which folic acid and folate are pretty much the same thing. It's just folic acid is a synthetic form of folate. But that is I mean, like, again, I'm not a doctor, so that depends on you and your doctor. You discuss it with them. But that is the end of this Q&A. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It was a little different. This is the first time I've ever done a Q&A. And I got questions from Instagram and YouTube comments. So if you want me to do another Q&A, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave some questions down below. In the next Q&A that I do, I will be grabbing questions from here and also from Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is always in the description box down below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting me and my family. And if you are not subscribed, you should go ahead and subscribe. That way you can watch my daughter be born. Love you guys. Bye.